Hello friends, this is Samyak Jain pursuing MTech from NIT Karnataka in Computer Science Information Security. Today I am going to explain you about the network forensic analysis tool called Network Miner. Network Miner mostly used by Windows but also supports other operating systems such as Linux and macOS. A network miner is a passive network sniffer or packet capturing in order to detect operating systems versions, host names, open ports, etc. The advantage of using network miner is that it does its works without putting any traffic on the network. This tool can also pause PCAP files for offline analysis and to regenerate the transmitted files and certificates from bigger plant. This tool gives information mostly or centric rather than metro traffic as a whole. This information is helpful in collecting evidence for forensic analysis. In this video, I am going to analyze the feature of free tool followed by live demonstration using a simple challenge. So let's discuss some of the capabilities of the free edition of the tool. The first one is the live sniffing. This feature allows us to capture packet over the network, but it is limited due to buffer size. It has capability to pass PCAP file very quickly at the rate of 0.581 MB per second. It can also use packet capture over IP and can also perform OS for fingerprinting, which is very necessary in any forensic investigation. Some of the forensic use cases are: firstly, network discovering. It allows us to see information regarding all the hosts connected by packet sniffer to a network. Tap of a switch located at the center part of the network. It also helpful in investigating ROG host based on traffic capture. It is possible to find known host and the new unknown host. Thereby finding the host is compromise most of the Rokus nowadays are sending packets through wireless networks, so it is recommended to analyze the wireless network traffic. It not only allows us to see what an attacker did, but it also allows us to reconstruct the files which are involved in the communication network. It supports protocols for file extraction are FTP, TFTP, HTTP, SMP, SMTP, IMAP, etc. It also allows us as how much data is disclosed. It can also give information about not only email message but also stroke which password are shared over the network. This process is called data seepage. It allows an attacker to plan an attack based on availability of information and also helpful in identifying malicious activities. So these are some useful links. The first one link is for the official web page, and the second one is a demo documentation of the network miner in the official website. Third one is for the download link of the tool. Now let's discuss the Nitroba case and let's discuss what the case about. So it is a harassment case in the Nitroba State University, in which a professor called Lily Tuckrice, she is teaching chemistry and she received a harassing email at her personal email address. She think that it's from one of his student, so she contact the IT supports and send them some screenshots of the email message. So this is one of the email she got. It was sent from unknown user. It contained a message called "Please stop teaching. You are not very good. We hate you." So The IT replied to Lily that we are going to do some setup in order to catch the student who are sending these mails. So what they did is they set up a router in the room's room, where there is a router with no password. So those so basically Nitroba provides a 10 Mbps internet connection with no Wi-Fi, so anyone can connect. So all the traffic coming at the router are are captured through network miner, and after that we analyze all the packets and got the student who are doing such malicious activities. So we start our packet capturing network miner tool and wait for some time. After that, a guy attacked on the Lilies and sent her another mail in which he was saying there was a message called "You can't hide us, stop teaching and stop learning." So this email was self-destructed, and these are the list of students of the Lily's class. So let's discuss how uh, we can solve the Lily's problem. So now let's start our network miner. So initially assembled file contain nothing. Now we are going to open our network miner and load the pcap file. Now it start catching all the packets which was generated during that time. So it is assembled in the assembled files. So it's capturing, it takes some time. So we can analyze the file that have been captured here. These are the hosts. This is the IP address and the MAC address and the NIC vendor. Then there is a host name, OS, time to live, sends packets, receive packets, sessions, and other host details. After this section, there is a file with the frame number, file name, its extension, size, host and source host, destination host details, protocol it used, TLS certificate, timestamp, and its path. Then there is a section which we can view all the images. So yeah, These are the images which was captured during that time. In the file we can also open the file and we can see the details and the certificate paths. Then there is a section called message where we can see two messages which was sent it to Lily professor. It content is like stop teaching and start running. So these are the malicious mails which we want to analyze the investigation. After that there is a credential where it stores the client server details and their protocol, username, password and the login timestamp. After that we have a session where it store all the session details, their start time, the protocol which they follow. Then the next section is the DNS where the timestamp of all the clients with the DNS time limit, transaction ID, type and DNS queries are listed. Then there is a parameter which lists out all the parameters which were captured with the source and the destination details. Then there is a section called keyword. This section is useful. It is mostly used in investigating any PCAP file. So in this section we are just going to search some of the keywords which fetch all the files which contain these keywords. So let's start. So now we got some keywords. Out of these we find a content like stop teaching. This was the source IP address with the Apple iOS. So let's go to the message section so that the message being why you. So yeah, so this is the message section which is stop teaching and start writing. Now let's remove the keywords. From these keywords we got some informations like the source IP address and its OS is the Apple iOS. Now we are removing and adding the student's detail by which we got all the activities done by the students by searching the students' names which are given here, by which we can find some clues. So now let's start. So now let's reload the case again. Now here we can find some clues. This is the IP address which we got while searching with the previous keywords. So which is sent by the coach keyword, means the user is the Johnny Coach. So this is the same IP address which we got earlier. So we can say that this person who is involved in the crime is the Johnny Coach as a student to the professor. From this we can say Johnny Coach is one of who is responsible for sending the harassing email to the teacher, and we can conclude this. So with the help of network miner we are able to find the malicious user which are spamming mails to the professor, and that's thank you.